Hey everyone, Sammy Musgrave here, your email copywriting expert. And today we're going to be talking about Facebook because Facebook and email go together like peanut butter and jelly in your sales funnel. And I want to give you the roadmap to increasing your conversion rate when it comes to your Facebook marketing strategy. So here's how we're going to do this. We are going to examine the copy of one real Facebook ad and look at ways that we can improve it. This ad comes from a successful online business coach, and she's promoting her online coaching program called In Demand. The person she is selling this to is a woman who has made the decision to start her own online business. She's still working her 9 to 5, but she's made the website for her business. She's posted on social media, and then crickets. No one is engaging with her online. She's frustrated, overwhelmed, and every guru out there is telling her different things and conflicting things about what she should be prioritizing in her business. So she's experiencing some serious analysis paralysis. She's not sure where to start or what to do next. Her confidence has taken a serious hit because of those crickets. And so now she's nervous about putting herself out there and what her friends and family might think. Ultimately, she's not just looking for financial freedom, but she also wants a free lifestyle as well, which means she's looking for a way to make consistent income, be her own boss, and create her own schedule, doing something that she loves, which means she needs a hit of confidence with hopefully a big side of positive feedback from her online audience, some direction that will help her block out the distractions and the gurus. She needs her own strategy that she can confidently put into action without constantly second guessing it, so that she can ditch her 9 to 5 and build the business and the life of her dreams. It's important to know this because we can't resonate with our ideal prospect unless we understand who they are, what they want, and what they're struggling with. So here's the ad. Okay, starting with the top here, and I'll call out this section so that you can see it better. So listen, this area right here is so important. This above the scroll section is what you see before you have to hit the read more button. Use this area to call out to your target market. You want the right people clicking your ad to read more. Attracting everyone is just going to give you a leaky marketing budget. So use the language and words that will help your target market identify themselves so that they know that this offer is for them. And this is where we want to hook them. Draw them in using things like curiosity or speaking to their specific deep desires or pain points. And we want to make it really easy to read and digestible. So here she says, In Demand was designed specifically to help you build the confidence you need to create an in-demand personal brand and build the life plus business you've always dreamed of. It's kind of a mouthful. My brain has already given up on reading this. And listen, it's not that this copy is bad. But when you're advertising on Facebook, you're not talking to people who actually want to read your ad. It's not like with email where you've already been invited into their inbox. So you need the first line to be short, snappy, compelling, and then you want to use their language. So even though this is very on brand for this business coach, she's going to get better results if she focuses on the brand of her ideal prospect. To do that, we could replace this with something like enjoy running an online business that pays consistently, and then brackets, without having to work crazy hours. And then just like emails, the space button is your friend. We want to break the text up to make it less intimidating so it doesn't look like a job to read. And she does a good job right here of that. Okay, so after the first paragraph, I would use this next section, which is still going to be above the scroll, to highlight her credibility because there's so much competition in this space of business coaching and personal development. She needs to let people know that she's experienced and she helped a ton of clients get impressive results, which I know to be true based on my research on her website. So the bullets will come later. Right now, we're focusing on a quick paragraph talking about her credibility and creating a segue into her offer. So it could be something like using my proprietary in-demand framework. I've helped over 6,500 clients ditch their 9 to 5 to launch their profitable and fulfilling online business. I'm opening up my in-demand online program to 50 people who are ready to. And here is where we could put in a specific desire of the target market, like get serious about their business or stop spinning their wheels, etc. I would work on making this even more concise, but you see where we're going with this and how we're able to segue into the offer while still proving her credibility. I did say it's open to only 50 people. When possible, you want to give prospects a reason to act now. This hits on scarcity. And of course, you only want to use this if you're truly only offering this to 50 people. And then you could give them the option to click on a link that takes them up to the sign up page. So you could say something like in the next paragraph, click here to get on the waiting list now. And then let's look at these bullets. I do love me some bullets. They break up copy, they make it easier to read, but we can definitely make some adjustments here to create compelling points for her ideal prospect. And then instead of leading into them with, we'll get you, we could lead into the bullets with, this is what to expect after the first 4 weeks of enrolling in my program. Something along those lines, when possible, give them a timeline so that they know how much time it's going to take for them to get the results they really want. And then looking at the bullets, the first bullet should be the most important benefit because we don't know how long we have your prospect's attention for. And then, of course, use the prospect's language throughout, words and phrases that they would use. Okay, now the first bullet says focusing on what it is you want to be most known for. In brackets, it's less scary than it sounds, I promise. And I like that she's being playful and, this is a nice conversational tone, but you don't want to plant negative ideas into your prospect's head. It's possible they don't even think that that's scary, and it's not doing anything for the messaging or the copy to move the prospect forward. And what's the benefit here? And you want to be specific. You could say something like, be the go-to expert in your industry, except I should say we would want to slightly rework this because Facebook doesn't love it when we use the words you and your. Lots of people use it, but there is that risk that your ad could be flagged because of it. So I generally just steer clear of using you language. And then the second benefit talks about making you an exposure magnet. And, her prospect isn't thinking about her desire to be an exposure magnet. This isn't overly clear. It's not as clear as it could be. And we're not using her ideal prospect's words. So she could try something along the lines of attract dream clients while napping on a beach in Italy. That's probably something that would resonate more with her ideal prospect. And then for this section, we can probably scrap it entirely. It says, most important of all, we'll dive deep into what works for your unique brand of you. Because owning my unique brand of awesome is maybe the single greatest thing I have ever done for myself or my business. Lovely. And this copy, well, I really like the sentiment behind it. It's not moving your prospect forward at all. You want to keep the overall ad copy tight. And that means that every single word we use, it has to advance our goals or we cut it. And this doesn't really speak to what keeps her ideal prospect up at night. Her prospect isn't thinking to herself, I wish I could dive into what works for my unique brand of me. So in order to resonate, think about the story that the prospect is telling herself about her desires and problems. How are they wording that in their head? And then be crystal clear about the message that you're trying to convey. Clarity trumps clever wording every single time, and especially when it comes to Facebook. Now the call to action. It says sign up now and make this the year you build an in-demand personal brand and business. Here we want to be specific about the benefit. So, you could say something like, sign up now to learn how to launch a profitable and fulfilling online business. And if you can, this is a good spot to explain why your prospect should sign up now versus later. So if it's a limited time offer, this is also a good place to take away some of the risk. So if you offer a money back guarantee, this is a good place to include that. And while you can't see the headline, her headline is Become in Demand. I love that it's really simple, but this is a reminder that we want to be clear and obvious and specific. So we could use something like launch a money making business. So I hope you'll go ahead and use these tips the next time you write a Facebook ad. And of course, if you have any questions at all, email me at sammy@sammycopy.ca. Bye.